still.
You still do that, yeah.
Okay, welcome everybody. Thank you so much for coming to our meet and greet. This is a great way to kind of find out everybody's interests and what they're wanting to kind of help serve. We really appreciate this. This town does not work without our volunteers. And so we really appreciate you all coming forward to take responsibility for advising us as a city council. And I hope to meet all of you and look forward to working with you in the future. I'll have Jeff kind of kick off his process there.
Thanks, Mayor. So as the Mayor said, thank you. Welcome everyone to this meet and greet. Really appreciate your interest in serving the city. So my name is Jeff Prati. I'm the Deputy City Manager, also the City Recorder. This is our first time doing this. So sorry in advance. There's definitely going to be some bumps. Sarah's also helping me set up chairs and everything. So thank you for your patience. The reason we're doing this is because we want to give the council and the chairs of these various boards an opportunity to have conversations with these applicants, just to meet you folks. They may have a follow-up question or two from your application, but we're really trying to keep this like casual. Hopefully you got some pizza, get some pizza if you didn't on your way out. We want to make it as easy and friendly as possible. So the idea here, because we want to have everyone have a chance to have a conversation with everyone, is this is essentially like speed dating, right? So we've got 7 different stations, for lack of a better word, around here. So 1, 2, oh, this one is blank because we had someone couldn't make it. Another one here, and then 2 here in the middle. So what I'm asking the councilors and the board chairs to do is we're just going to basically rotate around the room. So when I'm done giving my little speech here, if you could pick whatever station you want to do first, and we're going to rotate clockwise, and I'm going to be the timekeeper. We're going to do about 4 minutes per conversation, and we'll stay on time if we do it that way. So I'll be the one saying, okay, it's time to rotate. I'm sorry?
Or the people that are...
Thank you. So we're going to let the applicants be comfortable, and so they don't need to worry about it. Thank you for the question, Linda. Yeah. Yeah, so like I said, we had a couple of folks who couldn't make it. That's okay. We're just going to roll with it. Counselors and board members, you should have a binder in your hand. Please raise your hand if you don't have a binder that has the application information in it. Okay, looks like you did. Okay, there's space in there for you to take notes if you wish. You don't have to, but the idea of this is I'm going to collect these at the end. This is like input for the city council as they're making the actual appointment decisions at their next meeting, which is December 15th. So my standard spiel, these are public records. I'm going to collect them, so just be aware of that. But yeah, if you'd like to take some helpful notes for the city council, that's your place to do that. Oh, applicants, please don't worry. There's no score. We're not scoring you. We're not doing that. That's not the point of this. This is like conversations. Let's just chat, get to know folks. So nobody's filling out a scoring thing. I don't want you to think about that. So questions. Who has questions? Basically straightforward, hopefully. Okay. So counselors and board chairs, can you please pick one of the stations to start at? So let's do that right now. Oh, I should have said, I'm sorry. So they're color coded in your binder, right? And the name tags are too. So if somebody's wearing a green name tag, they apply for the Parks Board. If it is red, it was the library board. If it's purple, it's the transit board. If it is, what am I missing, Tyler? Blue is planning commission. Planning commission. Okay. So let's go to our first station.
So
I don't actually know how many actually come for one. We're missing someone. I thought I figured my math out here.
And you've been on the.
There's a.
And you enjoyed it? How
Pretty good. I my work.
As far as. What would
Yes. And honestly, I think that those are and that was yeah. Yeah, I mean, the staff really kind of they'll have language or something. Yeah, so no, it's well, I have met
Is this kind of my, a whole lot of.
I attended, with my husband,
I would love to see.
yeah, I mean, it's absolutely.
Oh, anyway,
Well, sometimes I do. Understood why they. Yeah. Well, I'm in the federal school.
It's like.
Okay, so about one more minute, then we're gonna rotate.
It's actually fun for me to be.
Yeah. Do you have any questions? May not be able to question.
No, I mean, yeah. I know something about it.
Yeah.
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 Are you guys learning?
Sure, we're on.
Are you the Usage person?
Yes. And it's just kind of the
James? Oh, that's right.
I love it. I love being the part.
All right. Let's do our first rotation. Let's go, we're gonna go clockwise. So this way. This way.
Which way? Hello.
Hi, we can do across the.
Okay.
Thanks for.
All
Thanks
right.
for your patience. All right.
I don't have a vote here.
I think he'll be over here. Andy snuck in. That's why there's extra seats.
I'm gonna sit next to you.
Thanks.
All right.
Hi, are you next?
I
think this-
Don't take my time. You're right.
I'm in.
I always feel with me, then I find myself being certain.
I just found out that I think that's like,
Well, I mean,
I see that.
yeah, yeah.
What would you like? Easier to get.
so, you know, I was expecting it.
Well,
Yeah.
so
At some point, I love it. I was just starting to rush it. Yeah.
Well, that's something that I really eventually. I was really excited to know that
All right, let's move on.
So that was really
No more
exciting.
questions, no things like that, and so, I've been really enjoying the sessions that we've been having. Recently.
Yeah, I haven't gone into the classes.
So it sounded like a good fit. It's a body.
I would, I'll 100 times over, I'll do it.
I mean, Washington, the strategy and moving, although I like the little pockets, I think one of my favorite things is I have done my favorite things are trails, connecting trails to the neighborhood. Yeah, it sounds like so really, so that and I like the pocket parks, although I understand
All right, let's give it one more minute, one more minute.
So I had Lauren and, yeah, the Skyway. Connected to the library.
So those are. Can we meet the intent of the code, but still make sense?
So yeah, those kind of compromises. Right here, to feel connected.
Yeah.
Wow, that's.
Well, I know, right? That's like,
Okay, all right, let's rotate.
It looked like you were very important. I looked over your topics and highlighted.
That's all your work with the I know if you're gonna go, if you're gonna say.
We were out of town for this year, unfortunately.
No, I'm gonna apologize, 4 minutes.
Parks Board.
I want to stay every single.
Matthew Willis.
Heck, how are you? Good to see you again.
Good.
Good.
I was gonna say, you're the reason I'm on this.
Yeah.
board.
Off small children.
And I think Derek.
I'm working with to do a grant from Kansas County.
Yeah, because it had been, I just toured Italy there this summer. It's been about 4 years since I saw it, and I was disgusted. Yeah.
It was like,
I don't know.
it started out with zigzag recreation. Or even without the recreation. Anyway, you know, I can't say my nicest thing, but, you know, I'm just excited about finally, you know, I used to go to North. Anyway, lots of privacy excited. So, yeah, it's just a matter, I used to go, you know, walk up to the crater. Here, I have these pictures every year. And this last year, I finally kind of, and said, look, do I need to take this to the regional forest? Because I can, I'm not gonna let you guys look good. So, you know, and now Greg Warner's the district ranger, and I worked with Greg for years and years. Yeah, so he and I both did, you know, get involved, grants, we called it our pyramid schemes, because you had, you know, volunteers, you had partners, you had, you know, money coming from here, there, you know, all the things. And I've been through I mean, it was all legal before, but it was just kind of that, you know. So what's your favorite part around the parking lot?
I actually really enjoyed the, you know, it's nice to have the 4-year term, but I guess about halfway through you get another turnover not exactly turnover.
Yeah, there is
Come in and out.
yeah.
But I
Come and talk to me.
Awesome.
I know, I sat here, I was like,
Your
application is extensive.
So that kind of took a while, like Cedar Park.
No.
Yeah, so I kind of,
Right, so because back then we had a community development, and then the planning, I know, and the, you know, I have to do the maintenance for the parks, and, you know, it was just, when you need something done, it was kind of like, that's a big deal, you know. That's the responsibility. So I said, when I was working with him, I started came in as the new city manager, I reported him and said, I'm hired as a responsibility, and I'm yes, they're gonna work with planning, whatever, they need time.
Yeah, and see, my time on it.
And I had done trails and master plan, and before that, before you were on, we already done kind of where the new parks should go, and spacing, and all the new trails.
yeah, I mean, I kind of came in at that all, had a
That
good
was all pretty
time.
done, yeah,
Right,
so.
'cause all I was doing was saying, yeah.
Yeah, and it's really important to make sure when you're getting it, and then, and it didn't come up because the Parks and Master Plan had not been finally adopted or whatever, but still, there's force training that goes on and all this stuff. So, you know, they want this, well, we want this trail over here, so, you know, work on it.
Yeah.
So, that said.
Okay, one more minute, folks.
So now it's in the plan, there's a trail there. There's a trail where you have to walk it. So it's you guys' job to make sure. And the park, you know, if it's right here on the map, it doesn't mean it's right around exactly, it's in this area. Right, and so, you know, when you look at, you know, we're trying to kind of put it in places, not down in like Marion Creek or up on, you know, hill. We're trying to put it in places where it's somewhat conceptual, however, especially if they're developing.
That's why I'm here.
Yeah, no, it's really exciting, especially like they also went on the board during the whole implementation.
Yeah. So I heard your application was more interested in experience typically, right?
Yeah, that's it. I live right off of the market.
So that's a real good opportunity to do that. I just had
University time, yeah.
4,500.
Yeah.
So,
All right.
and there's other.
It's time to rotate again. I also want to say somebody dropped an earring. I have it over here. I'm gonna leave it right here.
Yeah, how are you?
I already got it.
Okay.
Am I?
Hi, Jude. Yeah, this is my chair. Yeah.
Mindy, where are you right now? Are you going up there? Okay. All right.
Do you need me for something else?
No, I'm just trying to make sure everyone gets everyone.
Oh, you're in love.
I love it.
Well, I was in a room with Sarah and came up there.
Oh. You want to recognize
Yeah, so you're there and go before that. But I like it.
You go here and
Maybe 7 hours, turn 7 hours, and yeah. Also,
I'm on
I do have That's a great question.
That's like one big team.
I think, I'm gonna be part of it.
Great stuff.
And then you gotta go for the signal, so I'm gonna we try. Yeah, no,
That's like, I like the lights. Kind of missing. I don't know, but you and that's why I go there. That's something where I think building that building realize how much. I see that as we go along the way. That's a great question. It's a great question. Yeah, of course, you know. I would love some kind you don't even have to stay there, but you know, I'm in talking over that space. So it's you know, it's a tough but it's you know, and so I'm going to transparency. That's one I don't
Well, I let this one go a little bit long, sorry. We're having such great conversations. Let's try to wrap it up in the next 30 seconds.
That'd be nice.
Because I love that.
Hey, Chris, how many more have you hit everyone except for Derek? Two more?
It's never gonna happen. Yeah.
All right, folks, let's go ahead and rotate, please.
I rotated the wrong way. I'm gonna sneak that for
Sorry. Do you want to come in?
I don't think we need to do
Want to
it.
join?
What were you doing?
Nice to meet you, Aaron.
Thanks for
Yeah, sometimes I roll play. Yeah.
Somehow we got.
Maybe. That's good.
I think you guys make it a little right. I didn't go, so I'm out with shares yet. And then we'll say part of it's in area. Yeah, so
Oh, wait, no.
I mean, I think you guys got the free minutes and I mean, experience, yeah. Sure. Yeah, you got it right.
Oh, I'm
I've been interviewing when I do my job. Promotion. It's been that actually had a year today. So the reality is.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Right?
And all the lessons.
I spent a lot of time. If I lived in Seattle or Colorado, I would only have to travel on half the time. So I'm not gonna stay in Oregon. I'm just not.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to.
Than just. Lots manipulated.
And I don't want to be in Seattle.
Yeah.
Last time I was in Colorado. I was in Colorado.
They make their own.
I
mean, I read your, I know I asked you.
From Colorado. Back in 1990. So it's a small world. I'm going back to.
Colorado Springs, as far as I can tell, is the place to be.
Well, I'm
So many arts districts there.
Well, I think.
Yeah.
But.
All those things taken care of for you.
Yeah. And my patio.
No one else applies.
Yeah, okay.
I'm like, perfect. Yeah, this could be good. Those officers get there with 6 months. I'm excited. Obviously, we go see that. We'll see it first.
Yeah, well, my dear point.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah, that's
Beyond what I was.
1 year this month. And she just signed it.
Yeah.
Is she okay with Colorado? Yeah, she's, seeing, not seeing my house.
You can like that.
She's.
Yes.
I can do that,
Yeah.
Oh, I want to start.
Yeah, we had talked
You
about.
know, one, so it's the next.
Their worst minister took place.
Here, I don't hang out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Did you?
All that.
You did apply on that first round.
All right, folks, let's get ready. Let's wrap it up,
Oh, I
please.
know what that is. I have a friend who did her.
Yeah, it is. It's something you should do, and, it's not the same.
Yeah, well, that's good to hear.
The scariest part is.
I said get ready. All right, let's go ahead and rotate. Actually, let's have a quick timeout because we got a little confused on the order. So can we, counselors and board chairs, can you look around the room? I think you may only have one more or maybe two. Who have you not seen yet? Just keep that in mind.
Will.
So-
And,
Okay, so I think we got about two more sessions. So let's go ahead and find somebody you haven't spoken to yet. One more. Yeah, please.
All right.
You can have this chair.
you can have that chair.
Yeah,
You run.
appreciate that.
Let me get out of your way.
We have history together. You should get to
Oh, they only give me 4 minutes, so. I think we have history too. You're on the board already.
I'm on the board.
So we do.
You
I know you have mistakes from.
Yes, yes, likewise. Well, and it's funny, nice to meet you. It's funny because it's like, is there anybody who has to talk to you? And I went, and it's because you're familiar, so.
I sat down with Will and I go, what are we gonna talk about for 4 minutes? So I would say, I was doing everything I asked, well, why do you want to be on a recording? What's your voice gonna be on it? I already know. Tell me something I don't know about.
That regarding the parks and trails. Oh, one of my favorite things about this city is all the little connector, neighborhood connector trails. I know, like you'll go from somewhere down here and there's a paved path up to the next road. Yeah, it's one of my favorite things. And you keep discovering it, or I do anyway.
Kind of like Easter eggs.
Yeah, they're like Easter eggs.
I'm still trying to figure out why they built a staircase from right next to my house down to the street below. Because there's no arterial trails that go out either way, and they block us from getting to Tickle Creek.
Yeah, where's that?
So up Sandy, I'm in Sandy Bluff. Sleepy Hollow subdivision.
Sound
You
bored.
know where Kelly lives? You go down the street.
Very steep staircase.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the only thing I can think of because it is so steep. It's one way to get people down.
Right.
Yes, it
That's
doesn't.
right. I was like, I
Staircase
kept
to
looking for
nowhere.
the trail on both the top and the bottom, like, where does this thing go? It's somewhere. It doesn't. It's just a staircase there. You got the staircase on one side and then you got the sidewalk on the other side. Anyway, so, sorry. But I think on the Parks and Rec where I really, I enjoy my time listening and learning. I listen for ways I can share. And so usually I'm asking new incumbents, what kind of voice will you be? Are you gonna be a
Jared was here for-
watch? Are you gonna actually
What's the-
and you do more than that.
I don't know.
I was like, how did I come across that?
You always have good questions.
Well, I felt really lucky to have gotten on when I did, like, that, like, I'm incredibly proud to see the park, but it's like, I didn't really do anything, I just happened to be right at the right time. But it's cool to have gotten in time to, have a go from design, like, you know.
Yes, and watch it, and watch it
Yeah, and
grow,
watching
right?
it, like, actually
I've
happen.
been really enjoying it.
That's how I felt about being on planning commission.
Yeah.
When I was on planning commission, because you could actually print the documents, and watch it get built. I'm like, wow, there it is.
Right.
I've only been on the board, what? 6 months, 8 months? I think Kathleen just put me on when she became mayor, so.
And Kathleen, she's on here too, because I've literally spent a month, maybe 2 months, and she's retired from service, so she knew one of my coworkers, and we were all just eating at a restaurant, and she's like, there's 2 vacant positions. You should be on."
Get involved.
And I was just like, I don't know, sure.
Yeah, I was trying to skate by my first 2 years, and when
Yeah, we
she got
certainly had
elected,
many
she
of that
called me
past,
up
right?
and said,
When we were-
hey, I'm gonna sign you up for 4 boards. And I said, 4? Do you know how many I sit on otherwise? Because I sit on a lot of boards outside of, for my business.
Right.
And she goes, yeah, so I sit on 9 boards. Right, in general.
So there's a
Between
history
my
in
private life and my public life. It's a lot, for somebody who's not retired. So, but it's also fun because you can influence the day. And that's the.
Yeah, I really enjoy being on the Parks and Rec.
It's about how
And I think everyone online has good things to say, and
Even
Extremely
in like
different.
it's like we're very collegial type. That's something I.
How many spots do we
so that
have?
would be good.
4?
Yes.
I was gonna say I've only met 3 half.
Say those are all.
We should talk.
The
hard part is-
That's gonna take some coordination.
I have.
If there was just a little
There's,
bit.
there's things I'd like to see. I'm more in things. When I first joined, I was, I was really interested in more the natural parks. Seeing those, I love
We have to go somewhere else.
Well, it sounds
the native plant growth, stuff like that's great. That's where my passions are, but also But also it's work too, so I'm trying not to like, sometimes it's like, it's what I do for work too, so I don't know, maybe we'll go over here and look at the skateboard. Like I'll go and like,
I found my voice advocating more towards accessibility and use for all, because I've been a big proponent of the e-bikes. I know we just shut it down in the city, as a general rule, but I think e-bikes are getting more and more popular, and I think that we're gonna have more. Actually, I don't think they belong to all roads. Because I think there are parts that can be, and then access. My problem with access is actually tree electric cars. So, but I think they did something at Mining that they showed that we can provide access and not have more trees. And I thought that was really because yes, we don't have to provide access to every single piece of a park, but we can provide access to the general landscape of a park to make the business. But keep the trees and keep the nature.
I'm really excited about the restoration because the creek is.
January 20th. Probably not spend time
So hands-on stuff.
Well, it's still, I think, and Kathleen will say, it's still allowing space for. Right?
Yeah, there's ways to do it, right? You know, destroy the entire thing.
So many candidates. Like a lot of like communication, people were jazzed, they wanted to go.
It seems like in just like 4 years, I don't know, it's always just this way. So
So that makes a difference as far as.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was not sure, yeah.
We had like the last 4 years.
That's fun.
Yeah, but that's what I mean, like I find I just.
Yes, we should talk more about that. I have thoughts on how to improve the process. Yeah.
A lot of stuff happened.
All right, folks. It is rotation time. I think we should be about done. Councilor Maiden thinks we're done, and I trust his judgment. So,
I visited all.
is there anyone you have not spoken to? Yeah?
Yeah, but I'm going the opposite of everyone.
Yeah, okay. We need one more. I think we need one more then.
You've done well.
One more.
I'm sorry, everyone's going clockwise and I'm just doing this.
So that's kind of a disaster.
Yeah, all right.
How's it going? I'm Lindy.
Lindy?
Yes.
Nice to meet you on
I'm a retired teacher.
So you've been serving on Parks and Trails, right? For how long?
just one term, so 4 years.
And what is like your like crowning achievement? Would you say in those 4 years? Like,
I'm excited about being part of that whole thing. I mean, I know that there's a lot of behind the scenes to get the funding and all that stuff, but I was lucky enough to see it and know the board at the time that all of that was starting to get to that point.
They obviously want
I
you.
was like, designs, you know, with
There's that point in the process where it's clear that they want you. You just have to like say hi to them.
Just make sure you don't blow
My
it.
husband was part of
All right, well, fingers crossed.
the skate park citizens that engaged with sort of like skater input. That represented.
I heard you.
Yeah, because there was like a pump track presentation.
Yeah, my receipt expired yesterday.
So.
Only because
That was probably the kind of.
Yeah.
But I was just telling Tiana that because it's only my first term, I was just asking whether it's in that
yes, is it?
because she said it's a good thing, so I guess my job also coincided with the Parks and Rec department.
Oh, yes.
So
That's
that
right.
was,
So you came in with
I
Rochelle.
came in with workshop, exactly.
Wow.
Yeah, so I think
That's
there was a
actually-
lot
Well, I will
of
say this, that
forward momentum.
when I
with
interviewed,
the whole,
I got the secretary,
department being created and
vice
more
president.
funding, I think, being and an entire team working on that. And so it's been just like, I don't know, just keep going, like there's just more and more parts.
There's always something that's happening.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like maybe I'm like sleeping. What's next? Like, what do you feel like is most important?
Next.
Yeah, I mean, like mine, you know.
Well, sure, yeah.
But like, it's not like in the team, like, that's not.
Oh, that's not already happening. I personally, like just personally, I really like some sort of safe passage for each side of 211 to access to
All right, sure.
it's always like a little bit scary crossing 211. And I know that's out of bounds as far as the highway.
Yeah, it means you don't have
State highway,
to wait for.
I don't know, the city and the county can work together. Crossing signs, some, I mean, there's car accidents that happen there every and there's scary ones, and there's scary ones. Right, exactly. And so just, it's not the preview, it's like something that's happened there for cars, then in addition, there's like, wow.
That's exciting.
It just means that.
For one side of the city. I mean, I know that 211 is on the east side, but a little bit on the east side, you can access, very easy. West side too. And that's just, I live a walk away from that intersection. And so, I want to be able to take it to bring it on, but it's psychologically seems like, and I do, but it's psychologically.
I tried.
Like you have to cross 211, and then if it's during rush hour, you know.
Right. No,
That's what I was going
no,
for.
you have taken your life.
Yeah.
It's perfect. The same thing with 26, the new one coming in.
Oh, at Derek's point.
Yeah, and this year.
Yeah,
this
right,
year.
cool.
Right, there, like, the new
Unless, well, all the way around, yeah.
I saw on Saturday.
All right, folks, that's just about it. Let's just go ahead and wrap it up.
But like pedestrian overpasses or something. Yeah, that would be fun.
Yeah, thank you for all your.
Nice to meet you.
I think my way worked best when you just sneak in wherever you
You
can.
can go wherever you want to.
I'm over here just getting everybody to come train.
All right, well, thank you. I just want to say thank you to everybody. You know,
Do you need board members?
thank you all so much for being here tonight. It takes a lot of community pride and commitment to put your name forward, to be on a board, and then to come out here and do this. So thank you so much for being here. If you are a counselor or a board chair and you have a binder in your hand, please find your way to me, and I will collect them. And so thanks again. And Mayor, do you want to say anything?
Thank you so much for everybody coming out to, basically, participate as, prospective, applicants, but also to all the, board, chairs and city council folks to kind of, get to know them better. So thank you. I look forward to, having a lot of great advice and partners here in the room. So thank you. It's good to meet you all.
And then should we reconvene at what time for the regular meeting?
7:00.
7.
Yes.
All right.
Thank
Thank you all so much. Please take some pizza.
Yeah.
Take some pizza. And I do have this earring. I don't know who this belongs to.
Me.
Is it yours?
Yep.
There you go.
I stole the pen.
You can take it. Yeah. That's your payment for the night. And we buy these things in bulk. You can have pens.
Well. going to call this city council meeting to order. We'll start off with the Pledge of Allegiance. You can hear, yeah, Dawn's online and Lori's may or may not be online. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Jeff, can you do roll call, please?
Yes, Councillor Mayton.
Present.
Councillor Smallwood. Mayor, I don't see Councillor Smallwood online right now.
All right, well, let's give her a little more time.
Okay, Councillor Sheldon.
Here.
Councillor Ramsayer.
Here.
Councillor Hanley.
Here.
Councillor Hokinson. Councillor, I can see you there.
He said here.
Oh, did it come through?
Yeah.
Oh, I apologize.
He's got thumbs up. Yeah.
Great, excellent. And Mayor Walker.
Right that way. Can you hear me now?
Yes, we've got you.
All right. Does anybody have any changes to the agenda? Anybody here for public comment, either here or online?
We didn't have any online signups today, Mayor.
Okay. Any response to previous comments?
We had no public comment at the last meeting, but I will say, in regards to public comment that we received back in October around Pleasant Street parking and the issues over there, we've been working internally on identifying the best solution. I think I mentioned this last week to the council, but for the public that's listening, we are going to move forward with no parking along the south side of Pleasant from Ten Eyck to the easternmost point of the police department driveway. That'll give a much more clear line of sight for the police officers and their staff utilizing that back lot in the event that they've got, a urgent matter that they're responding to. It'll also give much more clearance for large vehicles, fire truck, bus, whatever it is that's going up and down Pleasant. So we'll work over the next couple of weeks to communicate with the businesses over there to make sure that they are notified appropriately and have some time to make any internal modifications that they need to do for their business purposes. And then I'll work with Public Works to get those signs on order and get them. So I think more than likely effective at the first of the new year. So we have adequate time to notice everyone. I did reach out to those individuals that provided public comment and let them know about our plans as well. So communication's been made and you've all been informed.
Very good. That seems like a very smart way to address the issues there. So that works. Okay, we have our consent agenda that has the draft meeting minutes from November 17th and purchase authorization for some SaniNet equipment. And is there any kind of comments or concerns about going ahead and approving for the consent agenda? No? May I have a motion, please?
Make a motion, we accept the consent agenda.
I'll second.
I have a motion from Councillor Sheldon and a second from Councillor Mayton to approve the consent agenda. All those in favor vote aye.
Aye.
Don's an aye. All those opposed vote nay. Motion passes. We're doing, okay, we skip to the report from the city manager. Okay.
Yeah, this is
You're
all
up.
happening very quickly this evening.
That's right.
So I gave you an update on the Pleasant Street parking. That was on my list for the city manager report, but I bumped it up. The other item of note is we had 3 applicants for the municipal judge position. 2 of them very clearly meet the qualifications that we were looking for. One, I think there needs to be maybe a little bit more exploration on that just to make sure it fits, but certainly 2 that we can move forward in the process. Originally, I had outlined some interviews with a subcommittee of council members, and we're still looking to do that. And Mayor, I don't mean to catch you off guard because I haven't had a chance to talk with you before this meeting, but if we're still looking to do that, looking for you and one other person, I think is who we identified to be involved in those.
Okay.
So I just need to settle in on who that other person will be so we can get those interviews scheduled.
May I get any volunteers to help? Anybody else interested? Okay, Chrissy, thank you.
Fantastic. I will reach out to you both then to get some dates on the calendar. I'm still hoping to get those interviews done and a contract sort of settled out before the next council meeting, although that might be tight. If we do need to go into January, we would just take care of it at the first council meeting in January. Very minimal impact to the actual municipal court process if we have to reschedule a couple trials for that first January court date. But we can work around that if we need to. And then I was hoping to have official numbers for tree lighting to share with you tonight. We don't have them yet, but estimates are somewhere in the 600 to 800 range for the attendees. I was there, it was a great turnout. The weather held out, which was fantastic. Earlier in the week, I thought we might have a little bit of a winter monsoon happening during tree lighting. Thanks to the police department for being there and helping ensure that everyone traveled safely across the highway after tree lighting and before the lights in Meinig kicked off. But it was a great event. Everyone had a smile on their face. So thank you for those of you that attended. And thank you to the Parks and Rec staff for putting it all together and really bringing that whole, vision of Winterfest together yet again and doing it what looks like pretty flawlessly. So that's all I have to share.
Great, okay, the staff committee council reports. Don, do you want to go ahead and start?
I don't have much to say. I apologize for missing today, but just feeling a little under the weather and decided not to share. I think the tree lighting was excellent. The park looks great, and I think we all need to do what we can to continue to promote that. Tell our friends, neighbors, out of towners, and so forth. Encourage people to come out and see Winterfest. So, and still recruiting. Santa's helpers. If anybody's interested, let me know. Thanks.
I'm sorry, that last part. You're still recruiting what?
Santa helpers.
Oh, Santa helpers, yeah.
Stand-ins. So if you have interest, let me know.
Okay, Lindy?
A library board meeting this week. Nothing from not festival this last month, so we're on a little hold, but I just wanted to second third the amount of incredible work that has gone into Winterfest and how magical that night was. I mean, it would truly, I was telling Tiana, I had this family standing next to me. They had just moved to town and they like 2 months ago. And it was a mom and her 2 young kids and a husband. And they were, we were just kind of chatting and when you lit the tree, the mom just said, "This is magical." And then when Santa's sleigh went by with the reindeer, when Starlink went by, somebody was like, "Oh, look, it's the reindeer." And the mom turned around and said, "What is this place?" And they were beyond thrilled. It's one of those moments where you could not be more proud to be a part of this community. So thank you for everybody involved in that. It's a pretty magical night.
Councilor Ramsey?
I have a transit board meeting in 2 weeks. I guess, yeah, in 2 weeks. And the tree lighting was really lovely. Lots of excited kids, lots of cookies, lots of spilled hot chocolate. My kids were most of it. But it brings back to home what we envision Sandy to be. And so I really appreciate all the hard work and the enthusiasm and everything that goes into it to bring that small town feeling to a growing community that I think really appreciates it.
Right. Councilor Sheldon?
Yeah, this weekend or this Thursday would be C4. I'm not gonna be able to attend. It's a holiday, like meet and greet anyway, so if you would like to attend, the invitation's there, otherwise I'll be out of town. Also the tree lighting thing, the one thing I'd like on top of what everyone else has said is the high school choir being out there and just kind of really tying it all together. So but it was cool. So thank you for all the work that goes into that.
Okay. Do we have Lori online yet?
Just check there. No, we don't.
Okay.
I'll be even shorter because I didn't have any meetings to attend. I did miss the lighting event because I was on a plane. I landed Friday night late, but I did go Saturday, and I would just say the same thing. The lights were fantastic. Even more displays than they were the prior year. So I really enjoyed my tour through there and plan to do it many more times between now and the time ahead. So.
Yeah, great. Yeah, I really enjoyed the tree lighting event and I very much love having all the partners that we have there providing
hot chocolate and all the information and cookies and all that other thing. It just kind of brings everybody together, and the commitment that Carolyn and the Parks and Rec Department have kind of gotten as far as sponsors and all that is huge. So we're just so, we can't do it with all those people. And so that really is important. I know there was a couple posts about the tree repair. I guess the lights on the tree came down on Sunday or something. And I don't know if is that a contract? Whoever put it, it's not like our PW folks did that we have a contract.
I think we have the contractor do that. I'll follow up with Tiana and the park staff though to make sure if it's not addressed yet. I can't quite see it from where I'm sitting, but if it's not addressed, we'll get it taken
Because they
care
were
of.
saying, well, when is it gonna get fixed? I saw something today, so, but I knew you guys were off Thursday and Friday and obviously the weekend, so, yeah. But, it just looks great. I love the whole event. The only thing that I would like to see next year improved is the sound system. Because, a lot of folks told me they couldn't hear the choir, or they couldn't hear me, or they couldn't, certain things. And so being able to kind of have speakers that kind of all point into the crowd so that we can everybody can hear that wonderful choir and all the other happenings. So I'm looking forward to kind of just fixing those issues for next year and making sure everybody can enjoy it. So thank you. Also, we have a Deer Point tour tomorrow. Is it tomorrow at 4 or something?
That's correct.
Yeah, tomorrow at 4 is a Deer Point Park tour. Just Tiana's anybody who wants to join can to kind of learn about the process. So I think she's also got the park board on the tour. Is that? Yeah, so just a great opportunity to kind of see all the progress and have, get the deets on, how it's going and when it's going to be done and all that. So that'd be great. Other than that, that's all I have.
Mayor Kester Hokinson's hand is up.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, thank you.
No, I just noticed that Nellie popped on. I just wondered if we wanted to give her a minute. If she has anything for us.
Oh, okay.
Before Nellie jumps in, I'm going to just piggyback off of what you said, Mayor. Tiana and I were talking earlier today about just a small ribbon cutting for Deer Point, not a full community-wide event, but invite to the neighbors that are around there. So we don't have a date locked in yet, but we are going to plan just something small for that park. It's been a long time coming for the Deer Point neighborhood, and I think just a nice nod of we finally got this year and
Do we know what month?
Probably early to mid-January, I think. We should be wrapping up the project. There might be a couple, loose ends that still need to be tied up, but substantial completion will be by the end of this month, I think. So early January should work for us on that side.
Nellie, do you want to give us any updates on what's going on?
Hi, I hope you're all doing well and had a nice Thanksgiving. All is good on our end. My major update is that I had a meeting with now Senator Drazen's office. As you know, she has moved from the House to the Senate, and then Representative Bunch is the new person, and Stan is actually his chief of staff. Former Mayor Pulliam is now the chief of staff over there. So interesting meeting. We're trying to kind of negotiate what we need to do in terms of asking for money and what legitimately makes sense during the short session, if anything. And so I would like a little bit more time because I think we're all still trying to process the last revenue forecast, and it's not great. But it is something that, we need to obviously continue moving forward and advocating for us. So even if it's just a short session of us continuing the conversations that we need to be having with the necessary parties to continue to articulate, this is our problem and this is why we're not Estacada and Canby. We are completely different.
So are you saying is Representative Bunch in his office now? Or
He was actually sworn in the day that we had the meeting. So yes, he's there. And I think that we are fairly fortunate to have former Mayor Pulliam in office, as he's another Canby person, but it's nice to have former Mayor Pulliam, in that position, because I was kind of a little worried about what that might look like, having another Canby person in that seat. but I think that this could potentially be helpful for us.
I did, yeah, receive a call, from them about the pending transition and wasn't clear on the effective date, so,
Yeah, I want to say it was about a week and a half ago, plus or minus. So he's still fairly new, but he's been sworn in. So I would, if I can get a follow-up meeting, mayor or any counselors, would you be interested in joining in the conversation?
Yeah, I think, let me talk to Tyler and kind of figure out our plan of how we might go about proceeding with that.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, no, I think it's a building opportunity at this point. So
Yeah. Yeah, and I just, I'm also curious about, the funding situation of how much flexibility there might be with any additional funding. I gather that a lot of it is going to be ODOT transportation based, so that was another thing that I think I sent in.
right.
Like if there's, we have some desire to have some things like, the improvements at DeBarco and 211 and Highway 26 pedestrian crossings and things like that, that we might, maybe we try to add those, those things in. I don't know. That's up, I have to talk to Tyler and his, staff and see what they think can be done, added in, and see if, if that would help us. So see what, what Sandy could get out of this session transportation wise. I know they've got a lot of other bigger projects, so and I don't know if they've got any small potatoes type projects available to throw on the list. So hopefully.
It's definitely something worth looking into. So I think we need to continue this conversation. Obviously, December is going to be a busy time, kind of articulating what we need and what our wants are, and just kind of working with ODOT and everyone else to see what those opportunities might look like.
When does the session start? Do you know?
February 2nd is the official day. There are organizational days the second week in January.
Okay, good.
That Wednesday through Friday. So
About those dates and all to Tyler and Pastor.
yeah, I will absolutely forward those to you so that they can disseminate them. But yeah, it's just a 35-day session starting February 2nd.
But yeah, we want to kind of be ready for it. So
Absolutely.
great.
Absolutely. Yeah, I've been hearing a lot about this is really going to be potentially one of the first short sessions where there's not a lot of policy issues. We'll see how that goes. I mean, that was originally Senator President Courtney's plan, was that this, making annual sessions was to ensure that the budget was balanced and they go through all the processes. And they're kind of saying this might be the first one where we actually do that. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I mean, there's so many interests out there that we'll see, but I definitely know that ODOT is going to be a high topic of conversation. So that is a very good point, Mayor. Thank you.
Well, we cannot win if we do not play, so we are definitely
Correct.
Well, good. Well, thank you. Does anybody else have any questions for Nellie? No? Okay, thank you. Thank you, Nellie. Appreciate it. Is there anything else before I adjourn the meeting? Nope. Okay, meeting adjourned to the executive sessions 1 and 2.
And Councilor Hokuson, go ahead and just stay right there. We'll just use this link.